Of course, is Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Deontay Wilder, he is the bronze bomber. 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. And his... Deontay Wilder, he is the bronze bomber. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history. Deontay Wilder, bronze bomber.
This bout is scheduled for 20.
All the talking has been done. It's time to... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. And he just missed with that left jab. Nice counter punch. That punch lands. He missed with that jab. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight. The fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people out here in this place, they will spot it.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Catch and shoot. He misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. On the right. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Every time you see him take a big deep breath, banging down, he's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's here, he's ready to go.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency. Blocks that right hook. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Left counter was perfectly timed. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
No, he's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. Jump up.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Got their bell rung. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. See a jab from these two. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That's another scoring shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Back at it in round 4. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
He just misses with that jab. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Both men step back for just a moment. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape. And he fails to score with that left hook. Missed him with that uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Good right hand. And he misses with the left uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. This is the beginning of round 6. Both men step back for just a moment. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round 7. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Neither man really defending themselves. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Round 8, and we're off again. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. These two are the perfect dance partners. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Solid punch. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
His jab just got blocked. That one lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good round, like that, and pack it. Good man. See it and you'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Keep smart.
And here comes the 10th round. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. Caution is being thrown to the wind. He blocks the hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both men step back for just a moment. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell to start round 11. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Nice exchange here from both men. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get up there and get the job done.
Come on, look across at him. Look at him now. Right, it's so important now in the first minute of this next round to get on top of him.
There's the bell for round 12. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Which fighter will say no mas? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He takes that jab. Deontay Wilder locked right now. He's in some serious trouble. He's been in wars before. He knows what to do, but can he do it? Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Punches coming from every angle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.